Hi everyone, welcome back to Coding and Analysis. And in this video, I'm going to do a random forest regressor model with cross-validation to predict the 2025 games for that the players will play for the upcoming season. So it's really just doing the same thing with the boilerplate code. I'm just adding all this in here, and the only different thing I'm doing is just adding, instead of the health grade, I'm putting in 2025 G or 2025 games. So you can see here, starting the function train predict underscore CV, and then using the 2025 G as the position, as the Y, and the features, the columns that we're going to use to determine this target variable is going to be the X. And then, like I said in the previous video, we're going to adjust the number of folds for the quarterbacks. So the quarterback is going to use a 3-fold cross-validation due to its smaller sample size. So these results may carry a higher variance and should be interpreted cautiously as compared to the other two, which have over 50 samples for both the wide receivers and tight ends and the running backs. And then we define our model and CV splitter right here. And we're saying if else logic, we want the number of splits to either be 3 or 5. And then, so will be the cross-validation scores during the model training. So they're going to vary slightly compared to the MAE score down below, because this score is taking the full set, while these are taking the mean of all the crossfolds. So it's taking the mean absolute error numbers for each of the 5 folds or the 3 folds for the quarterback. So that's why this could be a slight difference there. And so we're printing out the cross-validated MAE, refitting the model. We're going to print out the feature importance, and we're storing our predictions right here. And then I included, for the feature sets, I included the 2023 serious injury and 2024 serious injury, like I did in the previous video when we did the cross-validation on the predicted health grades. So then it looks all ready to run. So I ran it, and I got this. So I got an MAE score of 1.16, and it's taken in for the running backs, taken in the 2024 games, the average season games, 2023 games for the highest feature importance. So, that's a really, really close score. It's close to 0. So it hasn't changed too much, especially for the wide receivers and tight ends. Hasn't changed. 0.73. So it hasn't changed much at all, really. So in this one, it's, instead of average season games, it's only 8%, 8.8%. But in this one, it was 22%. But for the wide receivers and tight ends, it's calculating the number of games for 2023 and 2024. It's for the highest feature importance. And for the quarterbacks, it's 1.44. So it's the highest out of the 3 groups. And for that one, it's taking the average season of games as the highest feature importance, with 2023 games, 2024 games slightly behind that. So when we run the R square and MAE position for the full set, So we're gonna get slightly value is gonna be a little off. So 1.14. So this one was 1.16. So not really a big difference at all. And the wide receivers, it's 0.73, 0.72. Quarterbacks 1.37. Quarterbacks here is 1.44. So we just have to remember that it's not doing it on each cross-validation fold. It's just doing it on the full data set. And then the R-square scores, they're going to be off because the values, the predicted games that CBS provided was very optimistic. So basically, they just put 17 games, 16 games for all of them. So if there's any difference at all, it's gonna score. Gonna have a big difference, I suppose. So that's why. But then this R square score is not really concerning because I want to see more realistic score than just putting 16 or 17 on everything. So if we run the absolute error, so we're getting the predicted 2025 games and the actual games in that column that they're predicted to play. But this is just our model for our predictions that we want to see. So we're seeing the top outliers. So what I see here, Tank Dell is predicted to play 2025 games, which what I did was I went in there because I read up on him and he had a serious injury at the end of the season. So he most likely won't play in 2025. So I should probably go and hard code that up here that he will have a 0. So I'll do that in the next video. I'll hard code Tank Dell to show that he'll have 0 games. But for the rest of the outliers, there's Christian Watson predicted 2025 games is 9. So he seems to get hurt a lot, so we'll see if that happens. But then for these Kirk Cousins and Drew Lock, they're taking in the backups and then giving him I guess they're concluding that so it's harder to do this model with the backups because then they'll probably spit out 17 games, 16 games. So let's actually go see the results up here. So Jamar Gibbs predicted 17 games. So our model has 16 games for Derrick Henry, 17 games the CBS model had. And then James Conner our prediction was 14, their prediction was 17. Aaron Jones, which he's kind of older, the predicted 2025 games would be, our model has it at 14, theirs is at 17. So you can see here they just put 17, 16 for all of them. And then I might have gone in and hard coded, changed the backups. I think I went in and changed the backups for them to have 12 games. So that's why there's a big difference here for some of them because this was just my guess because I think CBS had it at 17. So I went in there and I just put 12 for the backup and then our model is predicting 17 just like the CBS model did. That's funny. And then the rookies are all showing rookies coming into 2025. They're showing that they're going to play 17 games. So let's look at the wide receivers. Jameson Williams predicted 13 games. The CBS model had it 17. See if there's any other ones. So there's not really too far off on much of them, just like the MAE score said. Christian Watson had predicted 9 games. So that was in the residual, the biggest variance. So then we can see here the quarterbacks. Dak Prescott, he's predicted to only play 12 games. I guess that's because he's been hurt. He got hurt last season, and then I think he got hurt in 2022. So the average was probably around 12 games for the past 3 seasons for him. So then you can see here some of the backups. And then Deshaun Watson, the CBS model has 10 games. Our model has 13 games. So it's interesting just to look at the data and see what the data shows and look at the variances. And in the next video, I'll add I will hard code that Tank Dell will be predicted play 0 games as well to match up with this, since I hard coded that as well. So I'll see y'all in the next video, and always remember to never stop coding. And thanks for watching. Bye now.